Coach, I'll just ask you if you can elaborate first off on the defensive effort. I mean, they didn't get a lot of opportunities. Can you just explain how well you played on that end here today?
Oh yeah, we played well and came out with a lot of energy and tried to capitalize early on. And their goaltender played extremely well this afternoon and gave them an opportunity. And it was a good team effort. And like I said, we're excited to play another game.
Can you hear me now, Mark?
Mark, what did you guys talk about in between the second and third period? There was that kind of final few minutes of the second where the girls got back on their heels a little bit and looked a little frazzled. What did you guys say in the locker room to settle them down for that third period?
Well, I just have to focus in. I mean, I don't think we anticipated not playing on our own end the entire game. And there's going to be times where, there's going to be some breakdowns and mistakes are going to be made. And, we've been pretty good all year in our own end. And, they got us on our heels there for a couple shifts and we bended a little bit. We didn't break. And so just a matter of refocus. And, you don't have the long line changes in this third period like you do in the second period. So just get back to basics, get an understanding of what you need to do, and give yourself an opportunity to win a hockey game. And I thought in the third period, we did a good job of doing those little things.
Mark, kind of along those lines, your goaltender didn't see a lot of pucks today, and that's not always easy for a goaltender to stay sharp. But I'm just curious how you thought she played, especially given the fact that there wasn't a lot of action for long stretches of time for her.
No, those games are very challenging to mentally stay within it. And then, latter part of the second period, they get a little bit of a flurry. And so, she's been able to give us an opportunity to win games all year. And today was no different. It's sort of a different way to go about it on a shot chart sheet. But, in those type of situations, you got to stay focused. You got to maintain things because there's going to be some point within the game that the other team's going to get some quality opportunities. And, we saw that in the second period, even the last shift of the game when they pulled their goalie and had a face-off 5-on-5. They got two good looks there, and she was sharp when she needed to be, and that's all you can ask of your goaltender.
Mark, as well as anyone, making it to the Frozen Four isn't easy. So what does it say about your program to do it 7 times in a row?
I think we've had a lot of good players come through that during that time period. And, it ultimately comes down to, the individual players and collectively as a group, what the team wants to do and, really put the team ahead of their individual goals and the willingness to do that. This year was a little bit more challenging because we didn't have as many games as we normally do to really develop team chemistry and that bonding and that understanding of, what's really important if you're going to be a championship team. It was a shorter version of what we've done, but this team, they've embraced some challenges. They've had some adversity. And as with all teams and all sports in college, it's been a challenging year, from a mental standpoint of what's going to happen tomorrow. You never knew. But we're excited again to go to the Frozen Four and get an opportunity to win. I've always thought the quarterfinal game in these tournaments are really the most challenging and difficult ones that you really have to get over because you think you're in the NCAA tournament, but you're still really one step from the Frozen Four. So today was no different. I mean, Providence played well. Their goaltender played well. And, we were fortunate to capitalize on a couple opportunities and got to the finish line and looking forward to Thursday night's game.
Mark, one of those opportunities was that second goal, Shirley's first goal, and that was a nice one-timer. But what did you see from Curl to do the work to set up that play?
Yeah, I mean, they were defending well, and, there's a lot of 50-50 battles, especially around, their net and behind their net. And, one thing I've learned, especially on a rink size that we're playing on, is if the puck's behind your net, the defending team, it's not good because it doesn't take long for it to get out to the scoring area, which Britta was able to win a 50-50 battle, never gave up on a puck. And then again, it's a timing situation where can I get the puck to my player in an open space where there's a little white ice, and then instead of collecting the puck and snapping, it's just a quick bing, bing. And, you know, we had a couple of those and the goaltender was stopping majority of them, but that certainly was a big goal. You know, it takes us from 1-0 to 2-0.
And Mark, can you just comment on how well Sophie did today? Obviously, she gets the 2 goals. Just kind of what you saw from her.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if we're going to be successful, you know, your better players have to be good. And like I say, I thought, especially the first 30, 35 minutes, you know, our speed was good. Our tempo was good. Our puck movement was good. Our speed was good. You know, we got into a good rhythm. You know, we just didn't capitalize on some of our quality opportunities, but that's part of the game. You still have to keep pursuing it. And then had a little bit of adversity in the latter half of the second period, but responded well in the third period. So, you know, Soph, you know, she can make a difference in a game and certainly did this afternoon.